The following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Jungle July. We're kicking off the round right with the Machete region between a matchup between Karson and Logan, the Texan versus the Pennsylvanian. Gonna be a good one here today at 1 o'clock. The afternoon squad is back. As we have known, and well, it was a 2-week break. We appreciate you guys sticking with us. It takes a 2-week break, and we have updated some of our graphics pack, which you will see here. But for Karson and Logan, just a kind of a brief synopsis. They'll be getting a little season resume, and it gives us a little bit of things to talk about. And of course, you'll have some of these new region names, and we're going to talk about all the whole gist of Jungle July. This is our first stream game, and one of the few stream games I'll have, as most of this round will be streamed by G, and of course, Short. Let's go to the day schedule. We are full house today. Karson and Logan will kick us off in the Machete region, our first stream game of the round. This is the kickoff game on the stream, of course. For the Fur region, the regular kickoff game for the Fur region, we started up with Ghost and Pain. For both those guys, should be a fun one. Ghost looking to keep that resume building after an impressive Masquerade May. And of course, for good old Pain trying to make a comeback, right? He's been an interesting season, just looking for some, I would say, interesting games against Ghost. We know Ghost is a guy who likes to play quick, while Pain tries to play more sneaky. We'll see how that one goes and translates there. Then we move into the After Dark stuff, literally with Dark Rain kicking us off at 9 o'clock. Not true After Dark, but in the Toucan region, Toucan, whatever you like to say. Should be a fun one. Both those guys, especially Brock, ammo control will be key for him. Dark likes to play Endurance Battle. We'll see how that one goes. And then a double 10 o'clock game. Chom and Fitzy will be the non-stream to kick off in the Swamp region. For Fitzwater, it has been a hellacious season. For Chomik, it is his birthday, actually. Happy birthday, Chomik, in China. We wish him the best. Looking to become the first player to win on their birthday in the league. That'd be something interesting to note. And then for Zay Peter, this has been one of the more talked about games. Was supposed to be last night, had to be rescheduled. That will be on the stream, 10 o'clock, tentatively. There is still some scheduling mishaps we may have to deal with, but we'll let you guys know as always. And there's the Machete region. Caesar will post the link in the Uno Lounge. Forget to do that. Don't forget to do that. Caesar will take care of that for me. But there's the Machete region. Of course, made by Zach103, and now we'll get into the new graphics. We'll start with Karson. Karson's season recap here, obviously coming in as a 3-3 player, unranked. Obviously, March had a good run. Unfortunately, Brad took care of business against him, and it was a 5-2 win in March for Bad Brad over Karson. And then Karson pretty much had a short stint after a sophomore class victory in March as he got swept by Myth in the round of 64. And then his May was interesting, but it came down to a Game 7. And it just wasn't enough for good old Karson. He lost. He was the number 20th ranked player entering the tournament in May, but he lost that and now is unranked. And he looks to make a little bit of a redemption story. Now, we move into Logan. Logan's had an interesting season. Obviously had that unfortunate loss to Seth on stream 4-1. And then moved into April where he had the huge win over Nam, his only season win, then lost to Ghost 4-1. And unfortunately for him, just a power play. Just couldn't get the power play executed against Jupez to force the Game 7. But at 1-3 is coming in a little bit with some momentum despite the issues. And we'll look to try to get a win here to move safely into Old D1 securely and not have to worry about any relegation battles. And of course, the Machete region, the big upset of the night last night happened with Bowtie over ALP. For Bowtie, it was a big win. ALP tried everything. He even tried to huff a couple Sharpies, but it wasn't enough. Congratulations to Bowtie. The winner of this game will play the bow. The fancy tie awaits possibly next week. We'll see how the round goes. He'll be awaiting in the Timber 32. That's enough for the pregame. Obviously, we do not have the. Oh, there it is. Okay. Good old refresh. We do have the watch party up as we go to the scene now. Thank God it's working. How to refresh it. And now we got, of course, our two players. One only playing here today on the VC, which is going to be Logan. And, of course, you have Karson on the game, but he's not going to be in VC. Joining me in the booth will be Cody Lamas, of course, is my main man co-comming. And, of course, Caesar as the ref. Well, let's start with Cody. Cody, this has been interesting couple 2 weeks break, I would say. It has been an interesting one. You don't really know either about these players, but what's your thoughts coming into this tournament? We saw last night, it really wasn't about the bot. The bot was actually pretty fair last night. Your thoughts on just what's going to happen in this game, knowing that this matchup has a winner in store? Does that change your mindset, knowing you're actually going to have an opponent playing in the round two versus you win this game, you don't know? Your thoughts on this match coming in and what Karson and Logan got to do as they become the first string game of the round. Your thoughts, Cody? Go for it. I'll get Cody in a second. We'll go. Oh, Yoshi's here. Okay, even better. All right, we'll go to Yoshi while Cody gets a little lunch, maybe. Yoshi, your thoughts?
Yeah.
Same question I had. This is to Cody. Your thoughts on what these two guys do in a sense that this is the first string of the game. Round pressure's on, a little bit different, trying to get up to speed. And Karson, especially considering he is in a Super League battle, potentially if he can get a win here, maybe get a run. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, Karson obviously with has been definitely making some moves with getting a good run in the first tournament, I believe, and then wasn't really able to do that in the next two. So I think obviously with tournament 2 really couldn't do much. Tournament 3 just lost in the clutch position. So I think if he gets back to a position where it's going to Game 7, he will probably have to look into taking in anything he learned from the match against Zay and try and use that, and then just trying to keep the momentum like he did in Tournament 1. I think I feel like he's got the skills to win games. It's just really on the execution. Logan, I kind of feel the same actually, because even when he loses, usually it's not really like a definite loss, like as in like it's not a very dominant loss. Like maybe the first tournament was, but you can say that was just because he just hasn't experienced this league before, so it's honestly not even that bad of a loss. And then put up more of a fight in the next two tournaments, despite only getting one win. I think he could definitely break out here if the things go well for him. Just really has to execute when the times are right. And I feel like both these players are just about the execution, because I feel like they both have the potential to win this game. They just have to not get too caught up and just mentally lock in, really.
All right, very good. I just wanted to ask Karson a question. Of course, got to mute to make sure. Cody, can you hear us, or are you still eating lunch? Probably still eating lunch. Okay, no worries. Caesar, I'll go to you real quick, and then we'll get into Logan. I'll give him this question. This is an interesting game. We saw last night, Caesar, this was a game of ALPM ball where, other than that one monster hand, it really came down to simple errors. Do you think Karson's learned from his simple errors against Zay, where the power play was early? Do you think he's starting to learn? Logan, we know, had an interesting, rough road right to get here. As I just said, we'll just do the same old thing. Don't underestimate your opponent. Find the right opportunity to strike. All right. Pretty much so. Your thoughts, Caesar, on this upcoming match, though, and what both players, one key is going to make this game in either direction. What's the one key you got going on? All right, Logan, my question to you simply, buddy, obviously it's been an interesting summer break. First off, how did you enjoy the break? And number two, your thoughts on playing Karson here, knowing that you're in a different spot. Relegation is not fun. How do you secure one more win, not only to stay in D1, but potentially get that off your back and make a potential run to Super League, depending on how things go? What's your thoughts here?
Well, first off, it was pretty good. I liked it. I think just the idea of not having to stress over Uno is a pretty good time. But I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun here. I think realistically, I haven't been playing badly. It's just finishing the job. I know I can win against people who are, supposedly better, like higher ranked. Has more experience. So it's definitely not that I don't think I can beat them. I think it's just really hammering down on the little mistakes that I make throughout my games and making sure that I'm not in a bad position where I can lose over something like a power play at the end.
Right, just trying to clean up those simple mistakes. No one anticipate the timing. I got you. Understandable for sure. Well, like I say, my friends, this is Caesar. I think the key is who executes their play better. If the bot plays fair like it was outside the monster hand, but even then, yeah. I mean, it's going to come down. If we have even hands, it comes down to execution, and we'll see. Obviously, Logan's had some issues on the past with the stream games, but I think he's now well versed in the stream game pad. He knows what to expect. And of course, you got Karson here trying to get a win himself and try to get the 4 wins on the season and move the needle and build that resume. Well, this has been a long 15-minute preview show, but thanks to Short's new graphics and, of course, a little bit of some delays, we are back in business. It's going to be back in Jungle July. Caesar, please do the honors. Carson's not in VC. You can now ask him the question. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get down to business. Let's get it on. Here we go. We start with the OG7 now. Coming in hot goes Karson with the OG7. Karson looking to join up, looking to get his 4th win of the season. Logan to get the 2nd win and avoid relegation. We start her up. What?
It's not at 7.
Oh, Jesus. Usually, it's weird. Usually it would just be automatic 7, you would think.
Yeah.
It's weird. Okay. Caesar, take care of the business.
Yeah, it's because the last game was in this pod.
Right. Dang it. No, I don't know. God, no.
Politics on Uno.
What are we doing with you, Pez? Anyway.
Your way, you can just have him copy this. Or yeah, he could do that too.
All right.
There we go.
All right. We're now good to go. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Karson looking for his 4th win on the season. Logan looking to get out of relegation, get his 2nd win on the season. We're about to start. No. Don't do that. We're not Monopoly. Come on. Start it up. Here we go. Yellow 4. Let's see how this thing behaves. All right. Use the watch VC for real, though.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're going to start it up. Karson goes 2 up this time into the yellow 6 now, looking to try to build momentum. Logan switches up early, looks for a little bit of a light switch to off kilter Karson. Karson goes down, divided by 3, looking to stay clean. We talked about the simple mistakes Yoshi on Karson, but I'm not really worried about no simple mistakes right now. This is game 1. It's a feeler. Logan draws it really just trying to feel it out. That's what the process is in game 1, as usual.
Yeah, they're going to treat it as such. Okay. Starting with a triple play already in here.
Karson going aggressive, trying to get this down to more of that punch zone and finish the job early. You can see it.
Yeah.
Smart play.
Yeah, so Rose out of +6, actually. Wow.
Smart play there. Smart play looking for a monster run. Monster run from Logan. And this is what we have seen in the past, a scoreboard flipper on the monster.
Oh, yeah. Now Logan's at 2. So that flips it.
Karson aggressive on the switching. I don't know. This might favor Logan.
That's how I kind of agree here. It's a great play. Okay.
Karson doing a little bit of isolation, trying to play the percentages. Real aggressive now. This is real aggressive. But it's working. 2-color strat. It's working. Karson going to play the Christmas color combo.
Yeah, I figured the green was fine. I'm just surprised it went from green to red. From red to green.
Little top deck Kevin there from Logan. Karson now driving.
There it is.
That's great. That's fine. Unless it's a 1. No 1. This is what Karson needs.
Yeah, catching up quick. I mean, this is a fast-paced game so far.
Both these guys tend to play quick, so this is not a surprise. Now we go draw city. Top deck Kevin from Logan. Very quick pace here, trying to keep it clean. There's the switch.
Oh, there you go.
Makes the break, probably pulling the pin a little early.
Probably going to favor Logan. Yeah, okay, +2.
Fast game now, both trying to get each other into an echo chamber and suffocate each other on the colors. That's what we're looking at here. Playoff.
Oh, okay, he's looking to go back to the red here, and great one as well.
Good ISO, good end around. Playoff Uno, this is basically it. They know the lives are on the line. You're not going to get tomorrow.
Classic.
Nothing's guaranteed on the line. We're getting into July. Once the summer heats up, Caesar and Yoshi, it's time to move. There's no more fooling around. You don't want to leave the T5. They know it.
Yeah, that was classic move to go into a color knowing you're both going to draw fit. Okay.
A lot of aggression from Karson on the switches, trying to go off 2-color kilter, but with the draw city in the end, he's going to play aggressive. Yeah, this is very Tago-esque style from Karson. This is interesting. We haven't seen that a lot from him at all. We see that style sometimes be hit or miss. Yeah, this is extremely Tago-esque style.
Yeah, off the 0 as well. Yeah, okay. I mean, there you could think about, well, using the 0 probably doesn't want to switch out of green.
Tie game, Logan draws, Karson with the lead, looking for 2 possession right here. Does he have it? Karson looking for 2 possession right here. Remember, 1 power play to the fans at home. Double. Not a finisher, though. A little split ammo, maybe. It's another +4. High ammo game so far, but good back and forth.
Yeah, it goes back to yellow. Look, it should be a safe move. It is.
Vape Show joins us. Here we are. Big house today at 1.
Oh, and it's basically KT Classic.
Let's see how it goes.
Okay.
Classic.
Another 1.
Trying to play on number efficiency, a la Peter Onjak. Logan looking to come back with a little bit more vengeance. Yes, Pez color switches you. You do it strategically. Karson's going absolutely nuts.
Okay, that's interesting. Goes back to the color that. Okay, well they're going out of it.
Logan trying to play aggressive, try to get Karson to a mistake. Karson checks the Uno. He checked from Karson. Now Logan looking to stop with a +2 combo, potentially in the back door. Does he have it? No, just a double.
A reverse.
For the win. Game 1. Karson looking for the dagger. No.
Okay.
Gives Logan some life now. He's looking to just draw City it out, get this game back a little. And that's what we're looking at. Now we're starting to get back to more of the custom Uno we know as the ammo wears down.
Yeah, basically half of the cards remaining on the deck here. They're still going.
Drawing out, drawing out, drawing out, drawing out. Still drawing out. Playing it really clean here, just trying to time a run. This is a big heat check from Karson with the green wild. First wild of the day.
Yeah.
And of many, for sure, as we have 5 games on the day.
So, okay, we're going to start off just playing it cool for now. It's the move to make, for sure.
Green 5 now from Logan. Karson going to go aggressive right here if he needs to. But he's going to play cool on this green wild, trying to do a little heat check action.
Yeah, Logan probably just going to look for the number efficiency out of green. Okay, going to play it patient for still.
Fast 6-7 minute game so far. Very fast. Almost 7 minutes here. We're playing.
Wow, that's... Okay, so he was trying to bait the switch, and it didn't work.
No, I don't think it was a bait. I think he was just trying to pull the old Kev Shear. Just use it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Use it if it's available. That's the old best available on the board right there from Karson. Yep, you can tell.
Yeah, okay.
He was just looking for the best available. Crossover back, clean crossover. Crossover back,
double!
My
goodness.
Double crossover. We're playing 4 heaven right here. Looking for the Quint 5. Logan might end these games right now, though, and says, screw that. We're going to play into it. Karson
All right, Karson, get back to Uno.
Looking for the K-Dog special. No, can't do the double bagger. Logan now looking to get back to 4. We're going to get this down to 1 possession. He does. Now Karson, as he gets some top deck heaven.
Oh, yeah, he could have.
Top deck heaven. Does he have a possible +4 back door? No, he draws.
Okay.
Logan will look to run. Looking to get down to Trace. Does he have it? He does.
Oh, okay.
One's been played a lot, so it's hard to switch. Logan a dose. Karson going back. Scoreboard flipper, all natural. Karson gets the blue 9 top deck. Oh, it's a huge mistake!
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Good move to draw.
Gets the blue off the draw at the
Gets the
blue off the draw at the perfect time.
Karson really can't do anything though. At some point, it has to go to blue or green. Excuse me. That's the key
exactly.
now. Karson has to play this one. See, right now we're seeing a fast and furious game as we go into this clean blue 3. Fast and furious. This is something we have seen in the past from Logan. Carson's a guy we normally don't see. Usually he's more tactical. I wonder if he's studied a little tape and said, let's push the pace a little bit. Let's try out game 1, then we'll tactically go slower in game 2. Something to note for sure. Yoshi, I can't read the chat. Can you read what's going on?
Okay. Oh yeah, Caesar saying difficulties of 2 ultra-fast players. You get mistakes like that due to tunnel vision.
Green 7, what Green 7 says Logan doesn't end around play. Karson now back on defense, trying to play some offense here. Logan in a good spot. 8 minutes into this game. It's been fast and furious, like I said. Haven't missed much first game. Karson double play.
+2.
Scoreboard flipper and a half, as I like to call it. He's got the possession arrow now in the lead, 6-7. Logan looking to tie it up to 6 right here. Been an ecstatic game on a lot of interesting Tago-esque plays as we go for that isolation, trying to avoid the numbers as much cost. Is Karson back to reverse? No, we go into a draw city again. Logan with some top deck having on the 6. Karson switches aggressive. Yoshi, he's been aggressive all day. You can see it.
Yeah, I mean it's sometimes it's been working, sometimes it's not been working. I mean, he's still trying it out right now.
Live and die by the sword. Red 4 to red 2. Half off special. Logan driving. Karson with a self-ditto. We keep it going.
No, 2 more 4s off the table. Jeez.
We just rolling into it. Here comes Logan for the finish. Triple play though. Sends Karson backpacking a 6. Sneak attack on the Uno. But Karson will have a chance to attack potentially with 6 extra freshies.
Yeah, definitely a big risk there. I think just hoping that the color he can't switch off of yellow, maybe. Or just trying something.
Karson might just do this the old-fashioned way. Say, hey, my friend, you gave me +6. See this +4. Keeps the yellow and tries to do some isolation.
Wants the yellow, so he's going to keep it.
Karson looks to keep it clean. Logan now back in the old drawing board. He goes for the aggressive switch. Could have been game right there. Maybe that's what he was looking for. Karson with the ISO back. Did Logan come prepared? No.
Wow.
Great move. A lot of ISO plays. This is vintage Uno season. This is what we wanted to see a lot of time. This is what we saw more in T2 and 1. Starting to come back, which is a good sign. Even though it is one game. Yeah, let's tune out from Karson.
Both at 5. Okay. Karson in the lead.
Karson looking for the triple play.
I'm so distracted today.
Karson looking for the quad.
This might... Oh my goodness. So this is game. Wow.
No, it's check.
Okay.
Logan will have a chance right here if he's got anything to know. Let's fire back. Not game from Karson. Obviously not going to use the power play. Logan will get a chance to...
Oh my god, I'm so... Yeah, it's loud.
I mean, it might be game either way.
Yeah, it's game either way. After 11 minutes of fast and furious action, it's Karson that gets the win. Crazy game. We'll go to Logan first. Well, Logan, I mean, that was a game of fast and furious action. We had seen a lot of this fast and furious action. I'm shocked that Karson threw into that. Your thoughts on this game overall? Yeah, Radin, please use Watch Party VC. Come on, man.
Karson. I mean, it was definitely a good. I think this was probably my longest game yet. It was definitely good. Again, I definitely made some mistakes that I did not need to make. I think I'm a little nervous just because of how long the game was going on. I was like, kind of getting out of it. That's why I like to play fast, because, the longer the games go on, the more nervous I get, the more anxious I get. So I think just the length of the game was starting to get to me, so I started to make some stupid mistakes. But I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things. It's only up 1, so... There's still a lot of game left.
A long way to go for sure. I'm going to ask Karson a question as Yoshi gives his thoughts. Yoshi, very aggressive from Karson early on that game 1. Your thoughts on it? Maybe he's just trying something different. in a sense that, hey, you know what? It didn't work last time being more conservative against Zay. Let's be aggressive here on just the color changes versus the power play that gave him the win. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, interesting. Made a lot. Yeah, definitely made a lot of color switches. It did seem. I do feel like most of them were actually pretty tactical, even though like there were some where he was just going for it, seeing what happens. And I think with that game being pretty much even, given how long it was, I feel like it seemed to have worked in his favor more times than not. So could be an added element to his strategy from this point on. But definitely, I feel like when he does color switches like that, he definitely has to think about them and not just go for them. And because I feel like some of those switches were not in his favor.
I mean, his answer is yes. Yeah, right now it's let me see here. All right, no problem. Yeah, right now you look at this game. Cody, you still there? Or you still in? Probably still in. All right. All good. Point is, you look at this game really when it's fast and furious like this season. You look at two things, right? You look at mental endurance. Hold on a second. I really don't have much to work with. All I could do is change the color a line, hopefully, but definitely had some luck once again. Okay, so definitely more of a timing situation there from Karson. Didn't get the actual stuff off the draw. Was looking for timing on ammo, and it worked in his favor. Okay. Susan, when you start playing these games, you just mentioned Logan, as Logan mentioned, right? He wants to keep this short. You're looking at 1 to 6 minutes is probably ideal for him. Karson, we know he's played games in 10, 15, even 20-minute ranges before. I think he had one match against Brad that was almost 20. He's been here, done that. Your thoughts on the different contrast of styles versus endurance versus the short game that could be a key to the game right here that we may not expect to consider they're both playing fast. As Vapor joins us. Vape, thanks for joining us, buddy. Any opening thoughts you want to share, man? Or you're to chill?
Yeah, I haven't really been watching the game, just listening to the commentary, checking in when action starts happening. But as of right now, it sounds like Logan just kind of out of it, out of their element there for the first game. As I said, getting the jitters out.
Right.
Trying to figure out their style. But I certainly believe that there's a lot of series left and that we shouldn't count either of these guys out.
No, we're in for a long one, I think. This is going to be a good one. All right, good game 1. We're going to go to game 2 for that. Caesar, please do the honors for Karson. Just no OG on the board. What's it going to be? Caesar? Okay, Yoshi, do the honors then.
All right, let me type this out. Okay.
Yeah, apologize. Like I said, everyone's eating lunch or whatever. Not a problem. Karson looking to get up 2-0 here. Try to get it back into the old road stand of Logan's home stand and maybe get 1 out of 2 since we were on early. Let's do 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool with me. The old JT's classic. Karson looking to go up 2-0 right here as Brad types a period. Okay.
Might have been on accident, but yeah.
Now we're starting up. Yellow 6 now for both. Well, well then. Okay. Early start from Karson with no yellow. We'll see if that's a fade look. Chances are it ain't no fade look. I think that's real. That ain't fade. No sideburns right there. I'll have to keep the trim.
This is just a funny game, isn't it?
Well then, yeah, okay. Draw City.
Oh boy. Well, we're breaking out of it right there. Karson said I had enough. Give me some of that cherry red. Karson gets out of it early. Yep.
Yeah, it might be a no yellow game.
We talk about this in this league. Winning on 3, sometimes 2 color hands is how you win series. Let's see if that holds and remains true. Yoshi, please ask, what did Caesar says? Oh, that's interesting. Logan without a red too.
You're good. I was doing an errand, which is why I didn't reply on time. Okay, and Brad just bumped on the keyboard, which caused him to do the thing.
No worries, Brad.
Okay, yeah.
It happens. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, we got a lot of people in this tournament not playing. We wish them the best. The following people are, of course, M, DJ, Ashley,
Hmm.
as we go into the green 4 right there from Logan. He's going to try to go aggressive now instead of Karson. And, of course, we go green 2 here. Jeff Bolton, we wished him the best, as well as Allen, who, even though he is playing, had some issues. We wish those guys the best. And, of course, with that, we have bi-island players, myself, Yoshi, Vapor. We got Brad out there. We got Tago Monkey. They're also on bi-island, just chilling. We'll see those guys in round 2. Here comes Karson with an end-around play.
Wow. Okay.
Triple play.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
given what they've been drawing on, this is definitely a color they're both probably going to work with quite a bit.
Tie game, Karson, PO. Looking for the PO special right here. Possible number efficiency here from Karson. He's going to go zero sugar. Tries to limit it. That's what he's going to try to do. A little PO move. Logan popular on the ones. Does Karson have the PO box right here? And send it on a 1 to switch it.
Yeah, I feel like this seems like a game where it's just who's going to get the run, who's going to get the finish first, really.
It's going to be a game where who switches the least. That could easily win the game.
That too.
We'll see who's disciplined here. Karson looking for a run. 2 minutes in, pretty fast game. This one is definitely different than the first game. First game was more, okay, echo chamber, endurance. This one has a sense that it could be the run due to many switches in the front end. We'll find out. Karson thinking this one through. Looking for a potential. Here's the move. There's the move.
Yeah, that's
double
game.
+4. Nothing you can do. 2 minute special. Logan, I think that's a sin, Duck. Was it something you just have to accept, knowing that, hey, early I had no yellow, I had no red. You can't really do much. You're kind of trapped. You got to accept that result, considering you had a monster finish there.
Yeah, just goes down to the cards sometimes. Not really how you play the game, so
Yeah, monster.
can't really be mad at it.
Monster finish was Draw City. The lock and key for you. Caesar's probably typing the lock. Yeah, Yoshi, I don't really. This is what we talked about. You know, it's been hit or miss, and that definitely reminded me of the last tournament where we just saw those monster finishes, and it's back in the building, especially on 9-7 card. We'll have to see. We'll see what he says on this. I'm thinking that my second question would be, let's see. I guess the 2 color.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, there's a few things I could see there. I mean, obviously, with like, if you have a good hand, you don't have to. You don't. You could. It's not a bad move to just draw, and just wait for the right moment. It's like that's probably what Karson did.
I think that, but I think this is. What'd you say? Considering. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. So he was basically on 2 color at least because I think he had like a 1 red, but mostly on 2 colors. So he just wanted to wait until he got to one of them to use the +4s.
Yeah, sorry for the dead air. This is the thing when you're not in VC. I gotta think on the fly, but it's all good. Yeah, regardless. Sometimes Caesar with 2 colors, it's lock and key combos. You gotta know how to win on 2 colors. I think Karson with the monster hand played a little pace management. Didn't want to use the +4 and probably got a +4 right off the bat. Maybe on one of those initial draws. You get that monster type hand with a little saving. You got to use that as a win opportunity. I think that's what Karson did there. Yeah, okay. A little bot luck too. All right. I think we're good. I think it's going to be an open board for good old Logan in game 3. We'll give it to Caesar. Caesar, to the honors, man. It's open board. Oh, actually, want to say, Logan, how many cards?
Yeah.
12.
12 it is. 12 pack.
I'm tired of these small hands. I don't like them.
Want to go deep? All right, we're going deep in the pocket. All right. Fishing for a 12 pack goes Logan.
You just speed it up.
Oh, you're good. No worries. All right, Karson, Logan in. Big game as we start with an ammo start. Not a surprise. Not a surprise.
Yeah, a lot of yellow starts actually. I don't know if we've had that every game, but
No, a couple. I think we've had 2 out of 3. Regardless, though, yellow start. Looks like Logan can fend off that yellow with a yellow of his own.
Finally.
Finally, says Logan. Well, Karson can do the same. They both were struck on yellow earlier. 2-0, not the end of the world yet. Remember, round 1, only 1 power play. I think Logan will have to try to get this into a 5-minute game. That's his goal, right? Get this as Karson goes crossover back. Huge play from Karson trying to isolate early. Logan looking for a potential quad 2 right here. Nope, no quad 2. Goes down to 1 this time into the yellow. Karson effective on this Tago type switch. You can see it.
Yeah, he's really going for it. I think Tago did get to the Final Four last tournament.
It's a style that is hit or miss for sure. It's a hit or miss style. We'll see. See if it works for Karson. Maybe trying to be aggressive, trying to get Logan off kilter and reverse back to one of the colors from earlier. Yeah, he's going for it. Definitely going for it.
Okay.
Logan drawing back. Goes 1 down, goes Karson. Big game right here. Huge game for Logan. Cannot afford a 3-0. And he's going to try to make the break right here, looking for a triple. Maybe into a quad. Looking for the quint. Here we go. Runs it. Got it. Sneak attack. 1 minute.
Oh.
Monster. And we got a ball game now. Logan, great move there. Using that ammo wisely. Right. Pretty much just ran the colors. Did you think the light switching from him almost alleviated that wow finish at the end, knowing it got more clear?
Dude, my heart. Okay, it's very scary because you can definitely see a way to win very quickly. It just goes down to can you get rid of the cards that you don't need? So everything just played right where I wanted it. I got rid of all of the numbers that I needed. I didn't have to play my wild or anything. Oh man, it gets you excited. Like, when you see that chance to win in such a big way and you're able to pull it off, it definitely gets your heart.
Yeah, man, and that's really what it is, right, about the game. When you get that Plan A win, and especially where there's no +4s, right, only 1 +2, it's a low ammo Plan A win. You chalked it up to, sure, a little bit of a monster hand on the back end, but you have to think, hey, you basically forced him into all those switches, and he basically, let's see this. Okay, just the defense. Interesting.
Yeah, I could have done well at the start. I had a decent run, but I saw that I could use it at the end, so I saved it. Working on that ammo control,
That's it, right? We talked about you with an ammo control against Ghost wasn't there, and you definitely have learned the platform trying to gain that going. I'll ask Karson this: was that a case ahead, or did you find that playing defense? Let's see, would have been more of a momentum shift in your favor.
How big was that? It wasn't too.
6-bagger, I think. No, 5-bag. Quintuple. Yeah, we'll see what Karson says. Yep, no, it was a quintuple. Good move there. Pretty clean. Only a wild and a +2. Everything else was just connectors. Yoshi, that was pretty solid. Logan, I don't think you want to go down 3-0 against Karson. Not a good move. You got to get this one back. What does he got to do in Game 4 now? Now that he's seen, these are 2 short games, right? This is what we talked about. He wants these games to go under 5 minutes and really start to cook versus Karson, who is a guy that likes to play that long 6+ minute games when need to be. Thoughts on just the pace management, the face differential, and how Logan's been able to cook so far on these shorter games that's ultimately given him a chance in this series?
So, yeah, really just throwing out the ammo when it's right. I feel like just had to play what was given to him. This felt like a game where the switches favored him more than anything else. So because of that, now shakes up Karson's strategy a bit, because now this is a game where basically the switches kind of were like detrimental to him winning the game. So really has to look back at what he's been going for. So, or just maybe with the aggression, obviously, maybe should use it a bit earlier if he can sense that Logan could be on a run at some point. Because when Logan goes on those runs, it's hard. You can't really stop them, and I feel like it's not uncommon to see Logan on a run like that. I've seen it before.
Well, that's really what it is, right? Timing in the runs and the execution, Caesar. We talked about this a lot with the mentality. We've been both on that train for years now. But one thing we haven't really talked about and discussed is we're in July, right? We've had February, we've had March, we've had April, we've had May, we've had June. We're starting July. This is the 6th month of the season. It's a long season. Now, sure, you don't play a lot of games as people think so, but for Karson, this is his 7th series on the year. For Logan, this is his 5th series on the. That's a lot of Uno. You have to understand in those games, they've played almost a combined 80 games, right? And that's a lot of Uno. Do you think you start to see a little bit of the mental fatigue come in, despite you not playing a lot of games with how this league is set up? That's a lot of games in reality. That's why the format is different than most leagues, where you only get one shot, one opportunity every single game is 1-0 or 0-1, right? There's no tomorrow unless you win today. Your thoughts on just the mental fatigue that could be showing for both players as they're trying to power through it as we get into the midseason here. Well, it's going to be game 4 while Caesar answers that. Logan, just kind of a mid-game report here. Your thoughts on this game so far? Is everything kind of switching things up? Like I said, I don't have many streams this round because I'm going to be doing some other things. So I want to get you guys the best experience. Try some things. We're going to give a little halftime report. What's your thoughts so far as we enter this game 4? Are you comfortable? You expecting everything you want this year? You think Carson's just playing too many light switches and you know how to attack that? What's your thoughts? Are you still sticking to that 0 to 5 minute wins is the key?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm still in a spot where it's definitely not over. I mean, definitely winning that 3rd game made me feel a lot more confident in my ability to maneuver the cards to my advantage. I think at the end of the day, it does go down to the cards. I mean, realistically, if I can't make these giant runs that I'm good at, I'm kind of stuck here playing one card at a time, and no, that's just not how I play. So, I've definitely liked the idea of coming back. So, I'm hoping to win this game 4, at least tie it up, make myself feel a bit more comfortable, and then gonna go back to playing how I usually play. I mean, always giving it, yeah.
Just trying to get back to that best of 3, right? Where it comes down to really at that point a little power play usage and a little bit of an executable run. That's really it. All right, game 4. It's back to Logan. Just can't do the old 12-pack. Logan, what's it going to be? Yoshi or Caesar can type it in. What are we thinking here?
11.
1 down.
Caesar got it.
Caesar's got it. Here we go. Big game. Can Logan get this into a best of 3, or does Karson find the magic and go one more win away from possible checkmate? We'll find out.
Yeah, Logan definitely wants to continue the streak of the home winning each game, because so far that's the trend we're looking at. So
I forgot he's not in VC. We good. Anyway, I'll tell him no. Join up. We good. Logan joins in. Karson looking, like I said, to get this into a 3-1 situation. While we wait, maybe he went out to get something. We'll see. Probably. We'll go back into the bracket here while he does it. Let me know when they join up. I got the split screen. Of course, in this region, Yoshi controls the region. The winner of...
No, he joined.
Never mind it. Classic. All good.
Yellow.
That's the 3rd out of 4 yellow. I mean, we are at yellow heaven today. And that's rare. Rare start, too. 0 sugar, very rare on a start.
I remember there was one D2 where I think every start was a green.
Oh my goodness. Trips reverse, looking for the quad to start it off. Lights the candle early.
Okay.
Caesar, that's aggressive. That's how aggressive do you like it? That's the aggression right there. Keep in mind. Yeah, go.
You're really gonna test if Karson can go back to it, because I feel like there have been times where Carson's been able to execute the color switches, but here he's not being able to. Okay, well, we got a draw. They're both drawing, so
yeah, good play for both, right? Start the aggression early, and in the case of what was that, Karson? He threw the 0 down.
Yeah.
Right. Just see if you can test that switch. Now half the zeros are gone. Hard to switch off in general. We'll see how it goes. It's hard to switch. This would have to be really clean-cut end-around play if he is going to switch, or potential just straight wild.
Oh.
Or that, yep. There we
So
go.
he does go back to yellow, but gives 6 cards in the process.
I don't believe that's comeback territory. I don't even think that's
No,
close.
I don't. Probably not. Yeah. No, definitely not. I don't think so. Okay. So Logan's able to keep up with the yellows here.
Yellow 9 here from Logan.
Okay, yeah. So we got Karson drawing now.
There's the switch. Logan going to be aggressive on the switching himself. Not too aggressive, just timing it more the Yepes style, time it right. Does Karson go back with an undercut? No, he's killing it with the +2s, though. That's trip +2s in the last 5 turns. He's sending Logan back. That's a lot. Logan building up that ammo control if he needs it. Karson trying to play a little more aggressive. Logan tests him here on the red. Does he have red? No, and you can see it. Carson's playing OG. See, he's playing 2 OG. This is risky from Karson. This reminds me of when Karson played a little bit Brad, very OG, and it just never accumulates anything.
Glad I have all these colors.
Red 2 from Logan. Right now, he's content. There's the switch.
Yeah, Carson's probably gonna have a lot of this color based off of
More of a get out
what
of
we've
jail.
seen, but
Get out of jail switch card right there from Karson. Logan will roll into that top 4 style. Here comes Karson looking to come back here. He goes for a double play. A lot of ammo from him.
okay.
Maybe found a little bit of a python on the back end on the old jungle
Yeah,
floor.
good switch. So you have another 7. No.
No, it's well at that rate, it's just number efficiency. Play it cool. Just don't fall into the wrong number. And if he does, have some back end numbers in handy. Karson runs back. Nothing there. Logan goes top 4. Good executable move there. Karson with some top deck heaven. Logan going to try to speed the pace up to keep it within the 5-minute delta. That's really what Uno's about, right? Understand where your time is, manage it, right, Yoshi? That's how you look at it.
Yeah, we're looking good, right? Because I think if the number stayed at 9, Logan would have been able to switch into the color he wanted, but played the red 4 to get his own switch. So now Carson's actually in the advantage position.
We'll see how it goes here. Now Logan plays the green, but Karson seemed to have wanted green earlier. Remember, Karson was
as expected, he's running down these greens quite a bit. How far can he go is the real question.
Karson thinking about this one here. This would be a crazy win, too, if he possibly uses what I think he's going to use. But there.
Oh, no.
Double monster hand. The +2s and the +4s, 2 monster. There's nothing you can do about that. Nothing. Karson with the monster hand. Logan, I think you're a sin duck there. That's all I got. Monster. Not much you can do.
Nothing much. Can't really get mad about it. It's not like I messed up. It's just that's how the bot played it.
No, you were doing everything right there. That was a hell of a win there from you in Game 3. I will admit, you had the win in Game 3 where you executed Plan A, and then all of a sudden you flips like that. I have to say, Karson, let me ask him. I mean, at this rate for Karson, I'm going to say for sure. I think he had at this rate. You had
the fact that all the cards that I've had to draw and they were all numbers kind of screwed me as well. I don't think I've gotten a single power card from any of those pickups. Yeah, I only had that wild. I only had that one wild from the start of the game. That's all I had.
Right, and it's hard to time that at the right time. Of course. And the only thing you could have possibly done is maybe tried something with possibly an early wild and bluff, but that's a risky maneuver for sure. At this rate, you had the ammo share in that game. Would you be more content in this next game banking on ammo? Or with power play?
This game is very similar to last game. I don't like that we both still have the power play.
Go for more aggressive approach. Switching. like the first 4. Well, I mean, Yoshi, this has been the story, right? It's been the story. There's certain games where it feels like vintage Uno, and then there's games where there's nothing you can do. Your host, right? And that's the nature of the beast, right? We talk about. Let me just check this chat here. Your thoughts on this game and what great execution of the hand, though, I will say. You got to know how to control that, too, because you look at this 2+4s, you could easily use one early. I think Logan could have been early. So I say I'll give him that. I'll give him credit. He definitely used a little good ammo control. But you think the switching is ultimately what Karson wants? Keep the aggression going, keep the foot on the floor, and force Logan into potential mistakes where it was similar in game 1, 2?
I think here it seemed like his switches he was going for seemed more like calculated and
Okay.
yeah, I think it worked well to enhance his game, especially with the 2+4s he had at the end. I think yeah, for him it's just about timing, right? Like he was patient on those +4s. I feel like he definitely he probably had like one or even two of them early in the game, so I feel like again it's just a matter of making sure he doesn't use them too early, and he's doing well by saving them, especially. Like yes, he did go for a +6 earlier, but he probably he probably felt safe doing that because he had at least one +4 in his hand. So interesting ammo control from Karson. And
yeah, I'll have Yoshi take care of her. Someone will take care of the Captain Allen. Remember, we forgot that at 1 o'clock. I'm sure someone will take care of that. Maybe Yoshi can do that right now. But yeah,
yeah.
make sure you get those guys. But regardless, right now this is a game of. We enter this game 5. Who's going to have the run? Who has the timing, right? And at this rate, it's just going to come down to pressure. As you can see, Logan testing it out, trying to make sure that time is around that power play. Classic. All right, well, it's game 5 to Karson. Gonna be a fun one right here. What's it gonna be, Karson? Or well, it's from I said. All right, Karson, how many? What can he do, Caesar?
He's gonna do 5.
All right. No 7, no 11. What's going to be from the old K-Dog, the Carsonist as they call him? Is he going to go 5? That'd be some. 13 maybe? Keep it on the old odd train. Oh!
Oh
Wow.
Nailed it.
I didn't even realize.
Back in the building. All right.
Show it.
So this becomes now a test of, is this starting to play into Logan? Okay.
Oh, this technically could go on a wild yellow start if we wanted to.
Yeah. No, but Logan said before. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Logan
said he likes higher card starts. So if this plays into his favor, it could become a little bit worrying. But obviously, if it goes, he does have one more card start after this, which would be game 7 if it gets there.
Logan just needs to get this win and potentially use a power play to get us to a game 7. Karson trying to finish it early. We'll see how this one goes. What's that? Little ditto play there. Keeping it clean. Okay, there's the aggression from Karson. Okay. Talked about this aggression, trying to play this one off as more tactical move. We'll find out. Blue 0 now.
Yeah, interesting 0 there. Karson just going to play another blue.
Yeah, blue 7 now. Logan looking to fire one back here. Plays it clean. Karson now looking to fire as well, trying to run these blues down, potentially get a move. He's going to go heat check early. Heat check early. As Logan adjusted this move on the yellow from Karson. Nope, just a double.
So
Logan with the lead by 1. Karson looking to tie easily here. Caesar typing it out. Falcon.
Okay.
Double play from OK Dog. Logan looking to try to run it right here. The 0-1, he does. Tie game once again. That's game.
I have a feeling.
That might be game. Yeah. All right. Well,
Again.
Let's see what Karson had left.
it's probably gonna be a yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a
There's 1
crazy
plus
run.
4. Is there another?
I think it's gonna get down to what a crazy hand from Karson. That's game. Logan's gonna draw. Karson gets it done, and that will end it. He goes on to the next round, 4-1, big win. Logan, nothing you can do about that. Another crazy. It almost was deja vu, like Game 4. He had the monster finish. The switching almost enabled him. What can you do? How do you sum it up? And that's really how I sum it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame, but I mean, he used the power play right. I mean, he used it to secure the win, and it was 3-1. So I mean, it worked out for him. I can't be mad at it, even though obviously I'd like to move past round 1 at some point, but there's still more tournaments, so it's not over.
No, we've still got one more tournament left. That will be in T5, which will be next month. We'll go to Karson here real quick. Yoshi, your final thoughts on this game? Just it seemed like Karson was different. A lot more aggressive enabled switching, and it's playing Tago-esque.
Yeah, I was more willing to just go for a move, and it could be a risk, and I think in most cases his risks end up paying off, which might have been just the case of just having to read that Logan didn't have much compared to himself, which obviously when you have 2+4s, you can make that assumption, and I feel like that's really what enabled him to get a lot of these wins. And when you're Logan, you just gotta have to take it. And I think there was 3 games where he's had 2+4s of the 4 that he won, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that's just and that's most of the wins you need to get the series closed out. So Uno's going to be like that sometimes, and I think with someone who's capable of winning the games as Logan, you have to hope for your next tournament you get something better. I mean, we've had people who have gotten 0 wins off of just not being lucky, and he could be in a worse spot, but he's still in relegation position, unfortunately.
Where's my +4?
Yeah, I know. That's the old adage, right? When's the +4 is going to come? And it's been a story, right? It's been a story ever since, I would say, April. It's been a story since late April. When is +4 is going to come? We'll see what Karson says here. Obviously, we'll go to the pod shortly. It will be Karson Bo. First matchup. I mean, it's probably one of the fastest things. It's the first game, technically, of the actual round window, and we already got a matchup for the next round. Shows you how quick this league moves. It goes quick, especially with a couple people on bye island. It helps. We'll see what Karson says right here. Caesar, any final thoughts? Obviously, for Karson, you got to think the next game, you look at Bowtie, 2-win player. You look at Karson, it's almost a must-win. Would you think, Caesar, knowing that Yoshi's on the other end, potentially, right, if he wants to build a good resume, you need quad 1 and 2 victories. Quad 3 and 4, we all know how it could be a detriment to your resume. Yeah, so also got a little low play, so I played well, so I wasn't forced to +4. Of course, having ball on your side with 2 windows for it didn't hurt either. Yeah, LaPlante, obviously, interesting one last night. Definitely could have had a LaPlante AOP Karson showdown. We just never got that. Definitely some interesting things with LaPlante he'll have to work on for T5. But this is exactly what Karson needs, Caesar. He needs this win. Has a chance to build the platform. Final thoughts before we move on. And like I said, we're going to have an interesting stream schedule, too, we're going to get to. Must win. I think that's the story. Right? If you want to make Super League, it's must win. You cannot take a chance on losing the Bowtie especially with the 1 seed lurking and potentially a quad 1, maybe 2 win out there. We'll find out what goes, though. All right, here we go. Let's move on to the pod. As I said, it will be Karson moving on. That means it will be Bowtie Karson. Karson keeps the home table. That means we'll get a second straight home game. Should be interesting there. Yoshi will await the winner of Kev Ellison Thursday at 6 o'clock. We'll see you tomorrow night. Well, we go to the schedule. It is going to be a weird kind of schedule day. Like I said, not going to be your usual schedule day. Congratulations to Karson with the win. We'll go to the Fur Region kickoff with Ghost and Pain. That will be at 3 o'clock. And after that, the 6-hour layover before we get to the Tucson region, William Brock and Dark to start off that game, non-stream. And then Swamp Region kickoff, Challenge 50. China versus Australia. Truly foreign overseas game. That should be a fun one. Another kickoff game. And then we will potentially have Zay Peter. No guarantee, but Zay Peter is supposed to happen. That's going to be a short stream. That will end today, and then we'll move on to tomorrow. Beginning with tomorrow with Cap Allen. This will be my last stream game for a while, folks. I don't know when my next stream is. We're looking at potentially Nick Lane. That could be very well it. I'm going to be on a little break, so I want to thank Karson Logan for at least making my day in the sense that I don't have many stream games this round due to some commitments I've got to take care of. Appreciate the fans, of course, as always, as we go back into the sea one last time. I know Lamas was eating lunch, but I'd like to thank him for at least giving a chance to check out the game, help us out. Of course, Caesar, Ref, and Yoshi is my co-com. Stepping in, appreciate that. For Bad Brad, of course, Eli. We saw Rad in here earlier. Alex, The Vape Show. Appreciate you guys for popping by as spectators. Want to give one last congratulations to our 2 chefs in the kitchen. But it was Master Chef K-Dog, Carsonist, the Weatherman, whatever you like to call him, getting the job done and moving on to Timber 32 to play Bowtie. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock with Short taking over the handles and the old toggle switches with Peter Zay. Good night, everybody. From KT, I'll see you around either Friday night, potentially, or Saturday night, for sure, for Nick and Lane. Good night.